So family, after Drake's very anticipated album, Iceman, has released, we have now gotten an artist saying Drake stole his song. Family, we have to break this down. The guy in question, family, 1900Rugrat, he is a Florida artist. Don't know how old 1900 is, do you? Let's see. 1900Rugrat. Let's see what we got going on. Family, again, I appreciate you locking in with your boy. Please drop a little like for your boy, man. We're a small page trying to grow. But even if you don't drop a like, I still appreciate you. And that's a fact. 1900Rugrat age. All right, so we got it right here. Now, family, is anybody a fan of 1900Rugrat? He is 22 years old. All right, he is born in, pretty sure Florida, but okay. Limestone Creek, Florida. Never heard of that part, but cool. And he is now claiming Drake stole his shit. All right, so let's check it out. Let's check it out. Okay, let me get some of this out the way. I'm sorry. Here we go. So,
I just listen.
You got 1900Rugrat. That's his name. And he's uploading a video here. And he says, Drake ripped my song after I told him I didn't want to give it away.
Iceman and Drake, you got me f***ed up, bruh. Not gonna lie, you got me f***ed up. So when I made the intro to my first album about a year and a half ago, Drake was hitting me up around the time and wanted to hear music, a Drake producer. So I sent 10 songs through and they was all finna be on my album because I didn't want nobody to steal my shit because I know how people move. So boom, the one they took a liking to was the intro. Now the intro still dropped. I said, no, you can't have this song. He wanted me on his album still. He said, I'm gonna send you a verse through. Never sent a verse. I didn't give a till I just went and listened to Iceman, and I listened to Little Birdie, and then I went back and listened to the intro of my first album. Twin, that's the only beat I've ever produced and sat there and produced. Don't rip my shit and repitch it like that, fam. That's fried. That's fried out and f***ed up, twin. Cause I just listened to Iceman.
Let's listen to this again because I noticed some things as I was watching this video. I noticed a few things. All right. Now.
So I sent.
So we said a Drake producer was hitting him up, wanting to hear the music. Now I tell you, at this current moment, I was listening to bro, and then I noticed a shorty walking butt naked in the back. Shorty is covered with a quilt. All right, that was just a random spot, and I noticed. Okay. I also noticed he has on like a girl belt, but I guess if you got just walking around naked in the back, I guess I don't know. I don't know. But this part right here, lock in because this is very interesting, okay?
A Drake producer. So I sent 10 songs through and they was all finna be on my album because
this is the problem right here. Right there. We got it. Brother said he sent Drake 10 songs that were all about to be on his album. Let me do this real quick, okay?
Why?
Nigga, why would you send Drake 10 songs finna be on your album? Now it's two parts to this. Okay, you said, yo, gumpjay, your old ass don't get it. He wanted Drake to get on the song. Okay, I get that. I get that. I get that.
Because I didn't want nobody to steal my shit because I know how people move. That's fried. That's fried out and fucked up, twin.
Now, we got him speaking more, but before we listen to him speak more, family, you know what we gotta do? We gotta listen to these goddamn songs. So, I guess we should start with Drake, right? Okay. Cool, 1900Rugrat. Family, let me know that Drake Jack. Yes. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know if I'm getting Lil Birdie. I don't. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, my brother Donnie, I'm right there with you. When I heard this, I literally thought it was Kodak the first time. The first initial here, I was like, oh, this nigga take nigga shit good. I don't care if he. Let's take 1900 out of it, nigga. You took Kodak flow good. The f like 1900, I get what you trying to do, and we gonna get back to what you trying to do. But nigga, I heard Kodak first. That's who I heard. I heard Yak, my dog. Alright? Family, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm being dead ass honest. So I can understand if Gordo flipped the beat, and we're gonna get back to what 1900 saying, because he gonna speak some more. But if I'm listening to this, the first thing that come to mind when I hear this,
So annoying.
nigga, I'm not hearing 1900. Alright, so you got 1900 saying Drake stole this shit. I'm not sure if I'm quite catching that just yet. Let's stay on this for a second though. Alright? So you had 1900 say some more. He's gonna actually rap to Drake's Little Birdie beat.
Damn, bro, I thought it was our journey.
I mean, again, family, I don't know if I'm catching, 1900. I could be wrong when I clip it up, family. You let me know in the comments. Am I wrong? Are you hearing right off the rip 1900 Rugrat? Or stand on that bending like I am and saying, nigga, you hearing Kodak? Hey, yo, is 1900 hard? I'm gonna have to start checking out his shit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna have to start checking him out. Now, he also uploads DMs from Champagne Poppy. Alright? He uploads DMs from Champagne Poppy. He says, I know the tape about to go f***ing nuts. This is Drizzy, by the way, the boy. Alright? He says, hopefully, we can get one for the album. Alright? I talked to Gordo. He told me the other shit was the intro. Now, hey, if we believe in some of what 1900 saying, he said they was leaning towards the intro. And you see Drake right here saying, I talked to Gordo. He told me the other shit was the intro. I was hyped off that shit, but I know that feeling when you're already done. So we'll cook up if anything. You got 1900 responding, why? I appreciate you understanding, brother. I just know I can't ever say those lyrics again, and this is my first take. So it was special for me, more than appreciative, and it gets cut off. Okay? Now, you got 1900 kind of speaking to people in the comms. Tall ass Derek says, oh, you talking about the sample, LOL, I was lost. In other words, you want credit. So that clears up one part of what we were just saying, family. He talking about the beat. He's talking about the way the beat was flipped. But I'm still not really hearing his beat. But he's not speaking about the flow because the flow is not the same. All right? And 1900 Rugrat responds, he says, no sample, LOL. We all know when you see that LOL, you is not laughing. That's that, one of them ones. No sample, LOL. Beat was produced by me and XY, sitting in the studio cooking up from scratch with the singer and the keys, which is dope. And he responds, Tall says, oh yeah, I feel you, LOL. Again, not funny. But I damn sure wouldn't have sent him nothing I really want. These motherfuckers will steal every time. Rappers steal ideas like hell. Now, I do still agree with that. And like I said earlier, if you wanted a song that Drake could have been on, you should have sent them songs that you wanted him to possibly be on. But the intro shouldn't have been an option anyway if you knew you didn't want him on it. And now this is the one you saying they stole. All right? You really should have kept that to yourself. Okay? 1900 Rugrat says, I sent him something that was already finna drop. It's called Playing Chess for whenever a day like this comes.
This nigga was clearly lying.
It ain't chess if you lost. Because we don't really know you for this song, and now you saying Drake stole it. I don't know if you cooked the way you thought you cooked with this second part here. I sent him something that was already finna drop. It's called Playing Chess for whenever a day like this comes. Yeah, all right. No, again, I feel like you should have kept that to yourself if you didn't want. And then guess what? Here's the other part. When we think about it, guess what? Drake would have heard it when it dropped, and if he wanted to still do what he did, he would have still did it. What are we talking about? Let's say you never sent the song to Drake. When you would have dropped your tape, Drake is tapped in. You think Drake wouldn't have heard that? He would have still heard that and said, oh, shit, I need that. It wouldn't have made a difference if you sent it directly to him or he heard it in the streets. Okay? It don't. Yes, Drake is great at taking your flow and making it his. He's done it, in a lot of categories. We see him do pop and make it his. We've seen him do R&B, make it his, rap, make it his. What is it? Like, we've seen him do every genre and make it his. Yes, he took Yo South Florida flow too. Alright? He took Yo South Florida flow too. Because I knew he was on some Steeler shit when the nigga said, I put sixes on that bitch like I'm... What he said, I put sixes on that bitch like I'm some. I'm like, I know he ain't talking about 26s. What? Drake, you ain't never rolled 26s a day in your life. What we talking about? Y'all heard that? Let me pull up the lyrics on this song. That nigga said, oh, he said I put CCs on that just like a titty surgeon. I thought he said I put sixes on that. A little Burby, okay. I just had to make sure. Okay. Cool. It is. It is. My bad. I'm still catching it. Yo, family, listen. This Iceman album, family, I'm still picking up so much from it. This album, if you asking me, is so well put together. Let me give you a random tidbit that I realized about this album. The last song on the album is, what is it? Make them remember? Yo, this is just a random tidbit. What is it? What is the last track on that album? Make them remember. No, make them know. On Make Them Know. Because I'm catching, like, I'm diving deep into the album. You know what I noticed? The last words on Drake's album. He repeats, don't hate me. Don't hate me.